the vendor side, we have Rohit Kumar Gaikwad, is the assistant regional manager from 42 Gears, who handles the Middle East region. Yeah, we have also Guru with us. He's from the technical side from 42 Gears. So let us begin with the presentation. So today we'll be giving you guys an introduction about 42 Gears, which is a UEM solution, and we'll be focusing about one of the main products which comes with 42 Gears, which is the SureMDM, right? So before we move into 42 Gears, so this is the agenda we'll be looking through today. We will give you an introduction about Bulwark and how Bulwark is a value-added distributor for 42 Gears in the region. And after that, we will be looking deeper into 42 Gears as a solution, and we'll be providing a basic, sales training on the Sure MDM solution. After that, we'll be discussing on the use case, some use case where Sure MDM can be used in some verticals and such. And finally, we'll conclude with any question and answers. So if there are any questions you have during the presentation, do feel free to drop that in the chat. And by the end of the presentation, we will get to those questions, right? Okay. So now we'll just, so what is, who is Bulwark Distribution? All right. So we, Bulwark Distribution, are a cybersecurity specialized value-added distributor, which primarily for the information security solution or cybersecurity solutions. And we've been here in the Middle East market for 23 plus years, right? And now, and recently, we've been in the Indian market as well for the last 6 years. Yeah, and we've been established in Middle East in 1999 and in India in 2017. And we have partnered up with more than 28 technology vendors, and all the vendors are like the best of breed technologies. And we have around 700 plus business partners here in the Middle East and India as well. So why we would why Bulwark as a distributor? So Bulwark has established an excellent track record in delivering world-class products and excellent customer service. And yes, as I said, we partner with all the best technology vendors with us, and all the products we provide to our customer are all excellent, like award-winning products. They're all top-notch Gartner rated products and such. So, and we deliver round-the-clock value-added services through our partner network across the Middle East, Saudi Arabia, and Indian subcontinent region. Oh, we also work on an extended arm of security vendors whom we represent in the region, promoting and selling the IT security products and solutions through our reseller channel partners. Now here with Bulwark, we have a dedicated sales, marketing, and certified technical team. So if there's any assistance you require regarding 42 Gears or such, you can always contact Bulwark. We can also help you with any marketing activities you want to do or any technical training you require. That can all be done from Bulwark side as well. Yeah, so this is all from my side. Now I will hand over to the 42 Gears vendor, Mr. Rohit Kumar. He will give you an introduction about 42 Gears, and uh, he'll take us through the rest of the presentation. So Rohit, over to you.
Thank you very much, Saurav, for introducing us and introducing myself. Uh, Good morning, everyone. This is Rohit Kumar Gaikwad from 42 Gears sales team. I manage sales for Middle East and India West region. So, in today's uh, presentation, we are going to talk about 42 Gears Mobility Systems Private Limited, its offerings, its flagship product, SureMDM, and its features. We'll also discuss on use cases in the region, followed with the Q&A round, which the agenda is already set by Saurav. Hope you're able to see my screen.
Yes, yes.
Good. Thank you very much, Sonali. So, as we discussed, today's agenda would be introduction to 42 Gears and its flagship product, SureMDM. Just to introduce about 42 Gears, 42 Gears, we are a 14 years old company in this business. We started back in 2009 by Onkar Singh and Prakash Gupta. The company was started in Bangalore and now serving the global market. So what we do? So we are into device management. Earlier it was known as mobility management, MDM, mobile device management. Then it started to be known as EMM, which is enterprise mobility management. So what all MDM covers? MDM covers your Android and iOS devices. What your enterprise mobility covers is your application management, content management, location tracking. All these things, features are included into enterprise mobility management. Now, being an UEM company, which is Unified Endpoint Management, so we now cater to all your heterogeneous devices and platforms. It could be your employee-owned devices or company-owned devices. As we are headquartered in Bangalore, we have almost 350 people working in engineering, R&D, and tech support. So we also have offices in Rajkot, which is an R&D center, wherein almost 50 odd people sitting into R&D and development. We also have offices, sales offices across globe, which is US, UK, South Africa. In India, we have 4 offices. Already we have spoken about Bangalore and Rajkot. We also have offices in Mumbai and Delhi, which is again a sales offices. Currently, we are managing around 18,000 plus customers across 115 countries, managing almost around 130 plus partners across the globe. Currently, we have done a deployment of 5 million plus devices. Now you will love to know how big is 42 Gears. So 42 Gears was considered in the Gartner's Magic Quadrant in 2018, 19, and 20. For 3 consecutive years, we were there amongst the top 10 companies in the world providing UEM solution. We are very much proud to tell our partners, customers, and prospects that yes, we are amongst the top 10 companies in the world providing the UEM solution and only Indian company to be listed amongst the top 10 companies in the world. If you see the Gartner's Peer Insight review, you will find 42 Gears rated the highest, 4.7 out of 5, by our existing customers. They have rated us on the product, its features, and post-sales support. You can consider the latest and the biggest analytical reports, which is IDC or Forrester, you can consider. And yes, we are listed amongst the top 10 companies providing MDM solution to the global customers. You can refer to any of these bigger research reports and you'll find 42 Gears listed on all those reports and amongst the top 10 companies in the world providing the UM solution. So introducing you to the SureMDM. So 42 Gears is the company name and SureMDM is the product which we offer to our customers across the globe. So it's a flagship product. So just to give you guys all about the industry, what they're doing. So until now, most of the industry has worked with Windows, Mac, Android, and iOS devices. It's kind of in their own bubble, needing to be managing it on the domain, connected into the real world devices. Really need to have everything in one place to take care of all. So IT administrators, whenever I visit them, they are always talking about, Rohit, I have multiple devices and I have multiple consoles to be managed for managing those devices. So wherein 42 Gears comes with a solution which can manage all your heterogeneous devices into a single console. With a shift into UEM space from MDM, as you did not need any separate panels to manage your unified devices located at different various locations. Now you can manage all your devices at a single screen. Now you don't need to have multiple portals to manage different platforms. Now you can manage all over the air using the UEM platform. So now what UEM platform offers you? It offers you enterprise mobility management, wherein you can push applications, push content over the devices using content management. You can manage uh, your devices, peripherals. It could be the hardware, camera, Bluetooth. You can also encrypt your devices. So what are devices 42Gears solution can manage? It can manage your desktops, your laptops, kiosks, printers, wearable devices, rugged devices, as well as your VR or IoT devices. So you can pick and choose any of these devices, and we have a use case for those specific devices. So what all platforms 42Gears support? So usually partners are very much interested when you say heterogeneous platform. What all platforms do you support? So we start with Android. So we support Android devices, Apple TV OS, Chrome OS, iOS 9 and above, Mac OS, IoT devices. It could be Raspberry Pi, Ubuntu, or any other IoT device, which could be your printers, or it could be your smart bulbs or your smart watches as well. So we are also managing VR devices, Wear OS, which could be a smart watches, which you are wearing on daily basis. We can manage Windows, Windows C, and Windows Mobile OS as well. So any OS you can think of, and 42Gears has a solution for that specific OS to be managed. What are the key features? So when we see what are the key features what 42Gears offer in its solution, is the best part is we support all your multiple operating systems out of the box enrollment with the help of Google ZTE, Windows Autopilot, and Apple. With Apple, we have a DEP based enrollment wherein you can have seamless integrations and deployment of bulk devices in a single go. With all these features like kiosk mode, remote control, location tracking, two factor authentication, telecom management, remote wide feature, and single sign on to be specific. Along with that, we also have a solution supporting features like geofencing, time fencing, and network fencing. SureMDM also offers encryption of data via BitLocker encryption for Windows devices and Google's own encryption for Android devices. So it's an over-the-air deployment of all your policies through a single console. With security and compliance, 42Gears offers GDPR compliant cloud, which is AWS, available in India, Mumbai, and we also have cloud, which is GDPR compliant, available in UK and US. We are an ISO certified company, so the customers and partners can be rest assured that none of the customer data is residing on our servers or on our machines which we are using. We are a SOC 2 compliant company wherein major banking or NBFC companies or insurance companies would be interested. Any application sitting on our device, is it SOC 2 compliance so that our transactions are secured? We do also penetration testing on our application on yearly basis, making sure our applications are secured and safe for use. So whenever any customer or partner is installing an application on their personal or corporately owned devices, you can be rest assured that all those applications provided by 42Gears are secured from top 100 vulnerabilities across the globe. So our application can't be attacked through third party and capture any of your corporate data residing on your devices. So this could be majorly used in the BYOD scenarios wherein employees are concerned, if I'm installing any application on my device, is the company going to capture my personal data or my corporate data on my laptops? So you can be rest assured these are the certifications what 42Gears offers, making sure our solution is safe and secure. I understand we have partners joining from different various organizations today for this session, webinar session, and you cater to different platforms and different industries. So we have solution for each and every industry, what you can think of. So we have a solution called MDM kiosk, so which is a very powerful tool in in a real life or in current situations wherein companies want their employees to be more productive, not misusing the data on the device, not misusing the applications, or accessing unwanted URLs on the devices. With our kiosk lockdown solution, you can assure administrators can be assured that the, the users can't access any unwanted URLs. They can't download or delete any of the applications from your Windows, your iOS, your Android, or any other operating system. It could be Linux as well. So you can be rest assured your devices are secured. The, the end user or the employee can access the device settings and play with the hardware of the device. So we make sure your devices are secured with blacklisting and whitelisting of the application, and all the peripherals are blocked using the kiosk solution for your application. So we have a solution called SureFox, which can help you securely browse and have a restricted experience on the browser with the help of keyword filtering. So now when we say restricted browsing experience, we cater to the keyword filtering, wherein you can specify some keywords which are harmful and making sure all the devices are secured and none of the users are accessing unwanted URLs or applications or URLs on his or company owned devices. We also offer a digital signage solution which could be for the TV screens placed across in different regions. So if you have visited any of your Etisalat store, you can find 42 gears solution sitting on all the Android and Windows devices or Apple devices placed in the showroom. So now what we are doing, whenever the devices are in the standby mode, none of the customers are visiting, it will start playing on the videos or video loopers on those devices. When you will touch those devices, it will be back into action and allow you to access the device features. So we are using our solutions to manage the VR devices, the Sure videos, Sure Fox, and Sure Lock as well. So you would be interested to know what all opportunities partners may have and what all industries would require this solution. So transportation, logistics, construction, hospitality, and retail or healthcare. So being from a different background, we have a solution for all your customers. If you consider transportation and logistics, there are multiple rugged devices which the employees or the field workers are using to manage their operations. So now you can manage those rugged devices placed along with those end users and field forces. You can make sure the construction workers who are using tablets you can manage those tablets. In healthcare, nowadays the hospitals are providing healthcare tablets to the patients, when the patients can update their regular data of their blood pressure, the sugar level, and the hospital or the doctors would get a notification on all those details. You must have visited many retail outlets, right from apparel groups to MAF, or it could be Carrefour. So all those devices placed in these retail outlets, it could be your POS machines to your tablets to your rugged devices, could all be managed through a single system called SureMDM. What are the pain points? Why people will buy this solution? So increasing the complexity as the administrators, IT administrators have multiple devices to be managed. It could be the POS machines, it could be the rugged devices, it could be the handheld devices, it could be tablets or the smartphones which are there in the ecosystem. So now it's a single console based management for an administrator for all your endpoint management devices. You can have securely deploy policies and make sure your IT assets are secured and not misused for any personal use. This will increase the productivity of the employee. This will increase the battery life and the device life, making sure the company is securing its assets and increasing its inventory life to make sure there is no complexities or regular buying of the IT assets. So this will save their cost and money invested on the endpoints which are there. If you consider any of these retail or warehousing management, you'll be you'll realize that RFIDs, vending machines, barcode scanners, printers, routers, and charging kettles or rugged devices are major devices used in this industry. It could be oil and gas, it could be warehousing management, it could be logistics, it could be transportation, it could be food delivery application nowadays, or any organization which is into delivery of products will have all these devices. So, what are these industries? What I'm talking about? It could be manufacturing, mining, transportation, healthcare, and retail. What all? Why they may require to manage all these devices, starting from printers to their RFID scanners, barcode scanners. 42 gears caters to all these devices, managing, making sure the devices are up and running, your operations are not stopped, your application on those devices are updated on regular basis. You can also remotely update the firmware of the device using SureMDM solution. Jumping onto the key customers, these are the key customers what we cater to in the global market. One of the customers I can talk about is Etisalat and Daikin, which is available in Middle East market. So these are the major customers in Middle East market who are using SureMDM to manage their endpoints. It could be the Windows, it could be Mac OS, iOS, tablets, it could be rugged devices, handheld devices, or VR devices. So when I talk about Etisalat, Etisalat is using our solutions to manage the devices, making sure whenever you visit any of those Etisalat store, buying an iOS or iPad or any Samsung tablet from them, those devices are secured and not misused or taken away. If someone takes away the device, you can location track that device. And when the devices are in standby mode in the showrooms, you can also play a video looper or digital signage solution can kick in wherein it will show advertisements and product features. So SD Salat, any store you go, all the stores and devices are managed by 42Gears. I'll take one more case, interesting case study here, which would be Al Rawabi. You must have used the dairy products available readily in the nearby stores. So why Al Rawabi is using these devices? So they have different uh, dairy outlets in Middle East market, making sure the quality of the product which they are delivering it, and the operations what they're managing should be smoothened out. So they are using rugged devices, which could be Honeywell, it could be Zebra, it could be any of those handheld devices, right from Urovo to Bluebird devices. We're managing those devices for them, making sure their operations are running smooth. While doing this, we are making sure that applications are updated on regular basis and the devices are up and running on all the times. So we also have customers like Dubai Taxi, Dubai Police, Sharjah Taxi, Daikin, NG, and apparel groups. We have also customers in education sector like Reach British School, Aquila School. INSEAD, INSEAD is an organization based out in Abu Dhabi for using a solution for managing their VR devices. So whenever you get a chance to visit INSEAD Business School, you can see all the VR devices managed by 42 Gears. Any apparel stores you go, apparel is one of the retail giant there in Middle East who is using our solutions, making sure all their warehouses, POS machines are managed and secured using SureMDM application. As we have also seen all these customers, I'll jump onto some specific use cases and case studies which will be interesting for you to understand more about a product and how it is used in the market and how people or customers are using the solution. So taking an example of Didi, which is one of the biggest food delivery giant in Latin America, they are using almost 127,000 devices managed by 42 Gears for their delivery agents and their restaurant owners. So we can refer to Talal Supermarket. It could be Kareem's, which is into food delivery and grocery deliveries across the Middle East region. So if we consider Kareem's here in place of Didi, so they are into food delivery where managing the devices used by the delivery agents and the restaurants for coordinating the delivery of food is a task for these companies. So now how we can manage and what are the challenges they are facing? Managing these devices and operations, that they're facing challenges in managing and updating applications. Location tracking of the field users or the delivery agents is an important task for them. Asset management, wherein the delivery guys are taking the right route. You can map the location. You can also track your assets. If it's stolen or lost, you can track the location, recover those devices, or wipe out your corporate content on those devices. You can also get to know how much inventory do you have. Inventory management will give you how many devices are on field, how many devices are online and being used on daily basis. On our remote control feature offers you remote controlling of the application, where you can take the remote screen of the end user, wherein the end user or the delivery agent is complaining about application not working, he's unable to log into the application. The administrator can remotely take his device, remote control, and troubleshoot his problems. Using a solution, they can reduce up to 50% IT cost and save the money and increase the productivity of the employees by 40 to 50%. So that is what our solution offers. You can also have customers which are going to government. So I'll take an example of government organization, why they are buying the solution. So if we consider any government organization today, the major challenge for them is modernization of their resources. So whenever any company, it could be police department, it could be any revenue department, it could be departments like water and electricity department, they want to modernize things and they're including devices into their ecosystem. Now when government is introducing any devices in the ecosystem, they want to know how many devices are deployed, how can we mass deploy any, enroll any devices and deploy solution or policies on those mass devices, making sure the right department is getting the right set of applications and the applications are updated on regular basis to get the newer feature access. So now governments are using the solution for managing their Android, Windows, or their IoT devices, which are placed along with them. So 42Gears solution has also worked with the government organization or RTA for Middle East region. We are working with them on multiple cases to make sure all government IT assets are secured. Like Dubai Police is using a solution for managing their Windows-based laptops. So any Windows-based laptops which they're using is secured and put in the kiosk mode. Any police or personnel can't access the device features. It is restricted to certain applications, certain URLs, and certain settings on the devices. The rest, all the features of the devices are blocked, making sure the end user is productive and not misusing the devices. So government organization is now majorly investing into modernization of the resources and bringing in the devices in the ecosystem. The next use case, what I can think of, is about the logistics. So logistics is one of the biggest industry in Middle East which uses majorly into managing the devices, endpoint deliveries, and they are majorly managing those rugged devices and handling logistics at a larger scale. I have considered an use case which is available in India, which is a company called Delivery. So they are into logistics and transportation. So they deliver products to different locations and for the different organizations. So making sure all the devices inventory is tracked and not being misused by the employees. So why logistics companies are using the solution? Making sure that IT assets are managed, their operations are smoothened out, they don't have downtime wherein IT assets are not working. We are managing RFIDs, making sure the deliveries are reaching to the right location, and the trucks are also tracked using a solution, making sure the trucks are delivering the product on the right time. So these are a couple of use cases which I can think of today. We can definitely discuss in depth while we visit you guys on regular basis, and we can discuss on your use cases if you have. You can also sign up using our uh, website 42gears.com. You can sign up for free trial or reach out to me for any of your queries related to sales. Today, I'm bringing uh, a, a change in the webinar session where I'm going to also introduce, because I have people who have already used my solution, being using my solution, or deploying a solution across the industry. So today, for the older partners or the people who have already known about the 42 Gears, for them, I have a session, small session of 10 minutes, wherein our technical person, Mr. Guru, is going to focus on the newer features what we are offering today and how it would be beneficial for the customers and partners to pitch in those solutions and increase their ROI. So I'll be passing on the baton to Guru. So Guru, over to you.
Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining our webinar session today. My name is Guru Teja and I am a pre-sales engineer at 42 Gears Mobility Systems. So I will be your presenter today for the product overview along with the discussion on new features that we have come up in the recent times. Let me quickly share my screen and take you to the product demonstration. So this is our official website, 42gears.com. So once you navigate here, so on the right side top corner, you have an option, free trial. So hit on free trial. So it will take you to the page wherein you need to choose mobile device management, SureMDM free trial. Select this option. Now it's a two-step process. By filling your details, you will be able to register to the SureMDM free trial solution. So this free trial will be valid for 30 days and you can enroll up to 100 devices. So there is no restriction on the platform. It can be of any platform of devices. You can enroll and have a play around with the solution. It's pretty simple, just a two-step process. So fill in your details and the email ID, and on the next step, you just need to choose your server path. So what should be your SureMDM login URL? That's it. You are good to start with the solution. I already have an account created for me. So I will take you to my SureMDM console. So as soon as your account is ready, so you just need to log in with your email ID and the password that you have created over here. So I have logged into my console. So this is the landing page of the SureMDM console. Let me give you a quick overview of the SureMDM console. At the center, we have device grid, where all the devices enrolled to the SureMDM console will be visible. So if you see here, I have a couple of devices enrolled, so which is a Mac, Android, and a Windows devices. And you can see the parameters of those devices. The status shows as online along with the battery percentage of the devices. Now, on the right side of the SureMDM console, we have device info. Basically, the agent that is present on the device will fetch all the parameters that agent can capture on the device and will be listed over here. So if I select this device and we have the device info, the device model, the operating system, and various parameters. Let's say if there is any compliance set on the device, and it will show you whether your device is compliant or non-compliant. And below the device info, you have the network information of your devices like the MAC, serial number, IP address, and if the device has SIM supported. So like you can get the IMEI of the device and also the signal strength, whether if you have connected to any Wi-Fi SSID, and it will show you the signal strength over here. So here it shows excellent. And if there is a SIM card inserted, it will project the SIM network and the phone number as well. Below you have the battery and memory management of the devices. So in short, all your entire asset information will be displayed on the Shure MDM console. Not only display part, you will be able to generate them as a report as well at any given point of time. Coming to the left-hand side of the SureMDM console, we have something called as groups. So wherein as an IT admin, when you are dealing with thousands of devices, it will be difficult for you to handle them. Let's say a business use case, you want to maintain different policies for different region of devices. Let's say few users are located in Dubai, few users are located in some other region. You need to maintain different policies based on geographical location of the devices. To simplify the IT admin task, we have come up with a solution called groups, wherein you will be able to create the groups. So currently on my console, I have created groups based on the operating system. So if I click on Android, all Android devices will be listed for me. You can see this is the Android platform. If I click on Windows, all Windows devices are listed for me. So this is how I have segregated. It helps in device segregation, and also you can maintain different policies. And while deploying the policies to the devices, either you can do it to an individual device or you can do it to an entire group level. With the help of single click, your policy or your restriction will be applied on entire devices that are part of your group. Let's say it can be 1,000 devices as well. So it was a quick overview of the Shure MDM console. So let me take you to the jobs just to showcase these are the various platforms that we support. So as Rohit explained, so we cater to different use cases, different verticals. So it can be of any device. Yes, we will be able to manage them. So now let's move ahead with the new features that we have implemented in the recent times. So let me take you to the Android. So we will discuss with Android platform. So under profiles, Android, click on add. So we have come up with branding. So basically, previously, if you wanted to brand your device, so you need to use some third-party scripts or Android shell scripts to customize the branding of your device. As you know, how important a branding plays in a business use case, right? The feel of the device, the look of the device. So you can brand your company wallpapers on the lock screen, home screen on the device side. So with the help of this branding functionality, so you just need to click on configure. So now you have an option to upload the image that you need to set as a home screen wallpaper. Either you can browse that image from your local machine or you can add URL of that particular wallpaper. And you can choose the fit. What should be the fit, whether it should stretch or it should fit according to the screen resolution. And if you wanted to use the same wallpaper as lock screen, you can enable this option. So as soon as you upload a wallpaper, let me just choose this. You just need to give the profile name along with some other restrictions that you wanted to set. And I will give the name as so I have named this profile as branding device home screen, and I will save this. So as soon as this profile is saved, now we are good to apply it on the device side. So now you can target the endpoint. So either you can select an individual device, click on apply. The job that we have created, branding device, is available over here. As soon as this job is successful on the device side, the wallpaper will get changed on the device side as per the image that we have given. So you can see the profile is successful that we have deployed on the devices. So this is one of the features that we have come up for Android devices. Now, additional to that, on the device side, so there are a lot of changes that we have come up with. Deploy your devices in the warehouse. Okay. Now you have visited your warehouse and you wanted to identify where exactly the device belongs to. Let's say, as we discussed about groups, there are hundreds of groups that we have created and thousands of devices that we are handling day to day. So now you just need to launch the Shure MDM agent application on the device side. Here you have the group name. So if your device belongs to multiple subgroups, it will display the exact group name. So from here, you can easily identify where exactly the device belongs to. So as an admin, it will be easy for you to identify and define the policies based on the group path that the device has been enrolled. And additionally, now previously what used to happen, once you click on settings side, if user has access to this, now you can change these parameters that are present on the agent side. To overcome this, we have enabled this password protect. So wherein user cannot do any changes on the application side. He can only view it. So here, this is what we have provided. Either you can opt for protect both view and edits or protect only edits. So now once we enable this and deploy it on the devices, any change if user does it on the device side, it will not be possible for them. It will be only for view purpose. And additionally, we have come up few other changes in security policy that is under peripheral settings. So if your devices have SIM slot, or let's say you have a SD card slot, so what happens? End user inserts their external SD card and they play around with the data or play around with the videos that are available. So we have provided with the SD card access, wherein you can deny the SD card so that user will not be able to access SD card on the end user device. And additional to that, even you can set rotation settings. Let's say if it should be always on the brightness settings, it should always be maximum brightness on the device side. So the minute peripheral settings can also be managed from the centralized remote console. So this is available under security policy. And there are a couple of interesting functionalities that we have come up for Android as well. Considering the time, I will choose to discuss this, and let's move on to the Windows platform. In case of Windows platform, let me take you to the jobs, Windows. Let me take you to the settings. So I just wanted to showcase. So let's say consider a use case wherein the user has the administrator privilege on the end user device. There are chances that user can uninstall the SureMDM agent on the device side. So once the agent is uninstalled, we will not be able to deploy the policies on the device, or we will not be able to, put any kind of restriction on the device side. So to overcome this scenario, we have come up with password protect your agent uninstallation. Whenever a user tries to uninstall the agent on the devices, it will throw an error message. It will ask for the password for the user to uninstall an application. So I will showcase you that functionality. So this is the remote of my Windows machine. So if I navigate to the control panel, so uninstall a program. So if I choose SureMDM agent, and if I click on uninstall, so it will not allow. It will throw an password prompt. So once the user enters the password, only then the agent will get uninstalled. So this way, we have a solid solution wherein the agent will be always present on the device side, even if the user has admin privilege on the device end. So this is one of the important functionality. And additionally, in case of Windows enrollment side, so to access entire profiles on the Windows devices, let's say the EMM functionalities on the Windows, like to configure BitLocker encryption on the Windows device, to take care of Windows patch updates or OS updates on the device. So we need the device to be in EMM enrollment, Enterprise Mobility Management. So previously there were two separate enrollments that we need to do. The first part is we need to use SureMDM agent enrollment. So either you can download the agent from the link provided, or you can navigate to our website and you can enroll your devices. Post enrollment, you need to perform the additional step, that is Windows EMM. So you need to navigate to your settings, access workforce pool, and from there you need to punch in the email ID and the account ID. You need to enroll. It was an additional step. Or to mass enroll, you need a PPKG file previously. So overcome this, to do the mass deployments, only the SureMDM agent enrollment is sufficient. Our agent will enroll the device in dual enrollment. So wherein if you want to enroll thousands of devices, it will be in a couple of seconds you can enroll. Yes. Previously it used to take time. Now it will be very faster. These are the couple of new interesting features, and there are lots of features that we have come up. Considering the time frame, I will be stopping here. So now I will end my session here, and thank you everyone for staying with us so far. We will now move on to the Q&A session.
Thank you very much, Guru, for an insightful session on the newer features what we are offering in the SureMDM. Guys, if anyone has any questions or queries, you can put it in the chat. If it's from sales, I'll be answering, and technical queries would be answered by Guru Teja. So we'll put it open for Q&A session. In the meanwhile, I wanted to just make an announcement that 42Gears team would be visiting each and every partner in this month and in next month, visiting each and every partner for technical trainings. So Saurav will reach out to you if you want to have your team trained on a product. So a product expert would be traveling to each and every partner and training your team, technical team, on the product and certifying him on the product. So this would be the one of the announcement wherein we are reaching out to each and every partner for technical certification. The other thing, in the month of August, we are also planning to host a partner event wherein 42 Gears will invite all its partners in the ecosystem and introduce all our partners to the CFO, the co-founders, and to our sales head or sales vice president, Mr. Kaushik, and the CTO, Mr. Prakash Gupta. He'll be also attending that session. So this would be in Dubai in month of August. So we'll be inviting all you partners for this event, partner event in Dubai. So we're just waiting for any questions. If you have, we can answer. So Mohammed is asking, is this licensing subscription based or perpetual? So Mohammed, yes, we have both the options, subscription and perpetual. We also have solution on cloud and on premise. When we talk about perpetual, we talk about on premise. We also have solution on premise which is subscription based. So you can opt for on cloud and on premise, both the solution. On premise would be on your own network and on your own servers. It could be VM or any machine, physical machine. Definitely, Pallavi, we can target banking sector as well. I have almost 15 NBFCs companies, non-banking financial organization, and almost 3 banks for using my solutions to manage their inventory. So for the same reason, we have got our solution SOC 2 compliant, making sure any banking transaction is secured. So why banks are using these devices? They're using big kiosks, they're using tablets, they're using laptops and desktops. So all these devices could be secured using 42Gears SureMDM solution. I can give you an example of a bank, which is Bank of Central Asia, which is one of the biggest banks in the South Asian market, and they're using our solutions to manage their variety of Android, Windows, and Mac devices. So as we say, 42Gears is an industry agnostic solution. You can pick and choose any of those industries, and I can give you names who of that in that industry for using a solution, and the major guys, major companies. If you talk about banking, we have Jana Small Finance Bank, Fino Bank in India, RBL Bank who is using a solution, and we are also doing POCs with multiple nationalized banks, making sure we'll be onboarding them soon. Arun, yes, we do have 24/7 support for all our customers. Based out of Bangalore, we cater to all the customers. They can reach out to us through different mediums. We have through emails we can raise a ticket. Through chat they can raise a ticket. We have also ticketing management tool from where they can see all their tickets, open tickets, and their progress. And they can also call our toll-free number to understand. So we do have 24/7, 365 days support, supporting all global customers. So Sachin is asking, is there any list of printers that SureMDM can manage? or it can be managed things of printers. So Guru, if you can answer this question.
Yes, Rohit. Sachin, to answer your queries, it's not only limited to only few OEMs of the printers. Yes, we will be able to manage most of the printers available in the market, like Zebra, Honeywell. Yes, we have support for multiple OEMs.
Epson or Brothers. So any
Yes.
IoT printers or things printers, if you have, 42Gears can manage those. So do we have any more questions? Else, we will just wind up this call. Uh, so thank you very much, everyone, for joining this call, really listening to us very religiously, and being very patient and understanding a solution. So we have one more question. You guys said you can manage IoT from cloud. Nowadays, network devices like switches, firewalls are cloud managed. How can?
Yes, basically you need to whitelist the ports so that those can be managed easily in your environment. Yes, yes. So Michelle, yes, there will be an host device using which we can communicate with the IoT devices, and that can ping to the server.
So like Cisco, Fortinet, suppose can we do it through them? Is the next
Yes,
question.
yes.
So Vishal, if
Sure.
you have
Thank
any
you.
other queries, you can definitely reach out to us, and we can have a session for you to resolve all your queries. So thank you very much for your time, guys, and listening to us. Over to you, Saurav and Sonali.
Thank you, Rohit, for the wonderful session about 42 gears. Thank you all today for joining us with Bulwark for this today's webinar. I hope you all had like you were able to learn about 42 gears and how it helps and what all industries we can target together. So, like as Rohit discussed, I mean, as Rohit has informed, 42 gears. We really value the partners, and we try to make sure that we visit as much partners, or like try to get them aligned with 42 years. So maybe in the coming months, definitely we can see if we can arrange some further. You require any sessions from our side or any technical sessions or such, we can definitely arrange such. Right. So I think yeah, that's all from our side for today. Thank you for joining the session.
Thank you everyone for joining the session. Thank you very much. Have a
Thank you
nice
all.
day.
I could just add in that a huge note of thanks to Rohit Kumar Gaikwad and Guru too as well for organizing such an informative and a wonderful session today. And I hope our esteemed partners had a really a good session. And as mentioned, we would be doing the 442 years partner even next month, and we will look forward to your presence too as well. And the invite and the details would be sent to you shortly. But in the meanwhile, do feel free to come back to us with your queries and all. We have a feedback evaluation form at the end of the webinar, which would help you to address your queries to us, and we would also be able to address our responses and follow up on the basis of that. So please do fill up that, and I would also be sending you the webinar recording details, so though that you are able to get all the details of the webinar and the content which we have addressed today. So once again, thanks to all for joining in, and we look forward to your continued support and cooperation in for the future endeavors. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.